Oh, look, we certainly come in full of confidence based on our form, and to beat Carlton. And then I just heard West Coast won 11 out of 12. I think we're the last team to beat them, and they come over in really good nick. And I thought our performance against Collingwood was very good. So we've been in a lot of games of football. Obviously, the concern is Sydney whacked us up there, so we'll come in on edge and ready for a fierce contest. But we're fit and we're available, and we've had really good continuity. We really, over the last, I don't know, 9 or 10 weeks, we haven't had many changes to the team. So there's a real chemistry starting to develop, and we're looking forward to the challenge. You know, it's, as I said earlier, you know, we aim to write our own story. We spoke about that pre-season. There was massive challenges, and there's been a lot of ups and downs. But you know, what we know is we don't measure ourselves on talent. We measure ourselves on effort, and our effort from our leaders through to our young players have, you know, displayed great willpower in the face of adversity and created a wonderful opportunity for them Saturday night. And I'm really excited that we're there, and I'm really looking forward to the first bounce and a fierce contest, because I know that's what it's going to be. Yeah, well, I don't want to state the obvious, but I'd love to have 2 chances. Do you know what I mean? So we are going to an elimination final, cutthroat, and all it is, look, it's the same game of footy. You know, talk about it's just another round of football. We're acutely aware of, you know, an outcome either way. Yeah, it becomes a knockout competition. So that's the difference. And you know, the spotlight's on you, but the art form is keeping it as normal as possible in your preparation and focusing on what you know is important. We won't prepare any different this week till we have the previous 22 games. Yeah, certainly a challenge. MCG, big outcome, and I thought we were really scratchy in the first half, to be honest. And we trained a little bit flat on the Thursday going in. I was concerned about that, but I thought the second half we turned it around. So yeah, we take a little bit of confidence out of that, but you know, as I've said earlier, the past is irrelevant. It's about what we do from the time the ball's bounced. But really, even more narrow on that, it's about our training session today, final training session Thursday, about our meetings and great preparation to give ourselves our best chance. You know? Well, I don't think you can measure it. I think in simple terms we prefer to play here than Sydney, but I mean, they've got a great record interstate if you look at them. I mean, they'll be cock-a-hoop. They've gone down to Cardinia Park and done what no one's done in, you know, 50 weeks or whatever it is. So I don't think they'll fear coming to Etihad, and they put on a great display against Essendon. So, look, it's going to be a cracker. There's no doubt about that. It's going to be fierce, it's going to be on, and it's going to go to the last second. So that's what we're preparing for. Oh, look, I think we do play contrasting styles. They're back to their one-on-one, big stoppage-based game, really control the ball movement, slow, long kicking down the line. They monstered us in the air last time. So we're aware. I don't think they'll change how they play, and we won't change how we play. So Etihad is a bit like a basketball court. It's a quicker game. You know, they're a skilled team. You know, we're a skilled team. So I think it'll be higher scoring. It's pretty tough conditions up there last time. It certainly wasn't an immaculate surface, and it was the rain come and the grass was long and all of those things. But we got whacked. So we understand that we're going to have to improve and improve markedly.
Yeah, I think we've got a lot of guys that have performed really well in big games. But as Ross says, past results really count for nothing. So all it does is give you an understanding of the effort that's required in big games. And as long as you produce that, well then you're gonna be in a good position. But really, past results count for nothing. So it's about delivering and on your preparation this week, and then bringing great effort to the game on Saturday night, because that's what's going to be required.
Yeah, he will. We always sort of focus, we respect every player in the opposition, and we look at the total way they play and then the key components of that. So there's Adam Goods, but there's Mumford and, you know, clearly their run-off half-back, Shaw and Matner, you know, the roll-off of Grundy. Certainly, you know, Spanger's given another dimension forward, and Jesse White and Reed will come back in. I think the go with roles of O'Keefe but Adam, you know, 11 inside 50s, 4 goals, 7 clearances, pretty significant. But, you know, I think if you just want to be totally negative, I think that's difficult. Sam Fisher can certainly attack. You know, alluded to that a little bit earlier today, that maybe the other way to go is to find a balance of attack and defence. So I think you've got to give... Greg Williams was a big influence on me at Carlton. He just spoke about play great players on great players and give them something to think about. So that sits in the back of my mind, and who knows, we might see Riewoldt goods for the midfield. That might be exciting.
Oh, look, I think the days of stay-at-home full forwards are really gone. The way the game's evolved, you need to be a part of that team defence, and you need to, with the press these days, get up the ground and give an option when teams are coming off half back, because there is such strong pressure right throughout the ground. So I'm happy to go and play wherever the team need me. Obviously it's a little bit more conducive, staying closer to goal, to kicking more goals, but. Whatever sort of the setup is this week. We tried the 3 tools last week. I'm not sure which way the coach is going to go this week, but I'll play my role for the team and do it, to the best of my ability.
Oh, look, it was exciting, wasn't it? He's done that a couple of times, I think both times against the Blues. So, yeah, he gave us another dimension, there's no doubt about that. And one of the great coaches, Kevin Shetty, always used to talk about flexibility. And when you look back at past finals and that, you think, gee, just have that flexibility and throw some more things around. And so as you're a coach, you're always evolving and you're learning, and that experience probably shone through a little bit on the weekend, and that's something we can go to, no doubt about that. Let me just clear it up for everyone in the room. Okay, my position hasn't changed. I don't deal, like Mick Moldhouse, I don't deal in rumour and innuendo, and certainly I'm as committed as I've ever been to my role, and my status hasn't changed one iota, and I think that just answers it for everybody.